So my shirt looks like it's super cute and it just has like a bird on it, like a pigeon or something, but actually underneath it, it says if I were a bird, I know who I poop on. And you can't see that, and that's bothering me. And I almost decided to, move everything and stand up just so you could see it. But then it was like, that's a lot of work. And I'm really tired. Like I'm still trying to get over all this sicky stuff. And so I just wanted to let you know what my shirt said and all the things because you can't see it. But now you know. Yes, it's a new Christmas gift. I got a lot of really funny shirts. And so be on the lookout for them in year 4. But it is not year 4. It is still year 3 because it's January 2nd and I was sick and we are going to do the rest of the Project Soapway winners because why would I ever not do that? So we're still calling this 31 Days of Soapmas. We're still calling this year 3 content. It is what it is. I'm the channel owner. I make the rules. I will tell you more about today's winner in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And like I said, you are here for Project Soapway, New Beginnings Sunrise Project Soapway Challenge. Final one of year 3, winner number 2. So many numbers. And today's winner is Kris10 Tackles. So there's another number. So it's Kristen, because her name is Kristen, and her handle is Kris10 Tackles, because she likes to tackle all kinds of different projects. She does soap and baking and gardening and scuba diving, probably. I don't know. I'm not really sure. She's pretty new to the whole Sudser community. This is her first win for Project Soapway. I don't know if it's her first submission or not, but she's only been part of the Sudser family since like September, and she's been awesome in the Discord. She's so chatty. She has so much good conversations with people. Everybody does, but it's always nice when there's new fresh faces in there with new perspectives and ideas and questions. I love answering questions. Point is, Kristen does a lot of things. And when this particular picture came in for the Project Soapway Challenge, it was very cool because there was like the inspiration next to the finished product and it was perfect. It looked identical. And I'm 100% here for it. So we're going to go to her footage and we're going to watch her pour and we're going to talk about how she accomplished this warlock, in her footage. Okay, so Kris10 tackles soap and a sunrise, and I am 100% here for this. I'm 100% here for just the idea of Kris10 tackles, being a thing, and that's her whole focus or whatever when she's on socials. It's just I'm tackling this. I'm a gardener right now, and I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole, and now I'm a soap maker and a baker, all the things. I think that is such a brilliant concept, and I cannot tell you the number of times I have wanted to do that with social media in general. Yeah, just take you guys down whatever rabbit hole I'm on. But then you guys are sudsers, and so you are here for soap. So I can't take you down the rabbit hole of I am currently building a Hogwarts castle, completely custom with no sets or anything, completely custom, and it's giant. It's gonna be like 4 feet by 2 feet. It's big. It's bigly. I can't take you down that rabbit hole. So I love that she's doing that. So Kris10 tackles 10 out of 10. That's a brilliant concept. Well done. I love everything about it. Also, did you guys notice that in this, she had her 50-50 lye solution that she added water to? So she is showing us her lye master batching with all of that. So she had a lye solution that she then added more water to. And guess what happened? Nothing exploded. She was able to put the rest of her stuff in without any sort of problems. Now she is going to be working for just right to an emulsion, very, very thin. That's why she's not being super heavy-handed with her stir stick or anything, and is using her spatula within all of it to ensure that it gets right to an emulsion and no further. It's because she's going to be doing some soap art like Bob Ross, some happy little trees, you know. Remember Georgia May when she did that amazing Bob Ross soap slab? I still have that, for the record. It is art. It is hanging on my wall in the filming studio of the soap, thing. It is absolutely stunning. And so I am so excited to be here to be, seeing essentially another version of this with Kris10 Tackles. Now, Kris10 herself, she is a new sudser. She's only been with us for a few months, really, and I have loved having her around. It's been really nice. She's actually quite, as you could probably imagine, with Kris10 Tackles, all kinds of things. She's quite fun. She does all kinds of really cool things with her, uh, with life. Really, sorry, I lost all of my files just barely, but her footage itself, she didn't talk throughout any of it, and so I am sitting here watching this while she is silent. And first up, can I just say, how can a person be quiet that long? I can't be quiet for longer than 5 seconds. This is her inspiration. She is matching the colors to her inspo as she goes. It's stunning, 10 out of 10. But anyway, so she is completely silent throughout all of this, but I'm not hearing silence. I'm hearing something that sounds like Monty Python or the like. Every once in a while, it's like maybe Jack Sparrow isn't, and I had no idea what it was. So I asked the soap mod, and they were like, "Oh yeah, she said in the stuff she sent to me that she was watching something called Our Flag Means Death." And I had never heard of that, but it sounded wildly interesting while I was, listening to it. So I definitely put it on my list, and I'm going to have to binge that at some point because it was very funny. And pirates, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I thought Jack Sparrow was in it a number of times. But anyway, the sunrise inspiration that she has for all of this is the sunrise over Monterey Bay, because she lives in Santa Cruz. And she has never, I don't know if she's never submitted for a Project Soapway challenge, but this is the first one that she's won. So she's never won one of these things. And she said in the documentation she sent through that she's never painted with soap like this. She's never attempted this. And she kind of recently started doing the soap thing. So she actually started making candles during the pandemic for funsies, and found a really cool server, I guess, called Craft Server, which I've never heard of. That's not a thing that exists in my world, but it says that it was actually a really nice forum. So that's good to know. And then with the candles, it tends to kind of snowball into soap making, as you guys get it. You've done the thing. And she initially dipped her toe into melt and pour, and the moderator at the server said it's only a matter of time before you try cold process. That was a direct quote from the moderator and Kris10. And she says that she's been making soap for about 1.5 years, and she's not selling it. She's not doing anything like that. It's for personal use, all the jazz. And she found us throughout all of her soapy journeys, and here we all are. And I'm very, very excited that we are all here, because we get to watch some happy little sunrises in action while she makes, again, soap magic with this beautiful color palette and her inspiration all up on her iPad there to refer to while she's doing it. And so that's what we're going to do right now after she finishes her perfecting all of her colors. That does not have any scent, by the way. So yeah, no scent in this. She actually realized when she was already into the pour that her scent was measured out, and she just kind of forgot to put it in. And, so that could work to her benefit in reality, because she's wanting to work with some very fluid soap batter. Now, pay attention to the lines that are on this mold. You see the two that are on the top next to Brambleberry, and then there's another one there on the left side. There's one underneath it as well that's sort of out of frame. You will see it later in the cut portion, but this is what she's doing with this. So she has a Brambleberry, like, I guess it's a mini slab mold. I initially thought it was the Brambleberry 4-bar mold, so like 4 inches by 4 inches, but it looks bigger than that. So like a mini slab that she is using that will then, these soaps will then be cut into 6 bars. And so that's what you're looking at right now. The finished product will effectively be what you see coming to life before your very eyes. So just do keep that in mind, because her cut footage is not really a cut. It's just a display of every step that we'll get there. We're going to get there. But right now, we're going to watch her blending all these beautiful colors, all, just lovingly. So much care is going into this. And I love that for all of us. Now, that's kind of what I have about the soap. Again, no scent. Kristen looks like she used to, well, she does currently. She teaches kids and some adults how to figure skate, which is like wild. She said that she grew up skating and then she started teaching it after she finished university. And that is such a fun thing. You live in California and you took up figure skating as like a hobby when you were a child. That's fun. Where I grew up, figure skating was not a thing, but skating was totally a thing. We played a lot of hockey because we always had frozen, lakes and stuff. But yeah, so she did that, and she decided to quit back in well, I don't actually know, but she said that she got burned out and she started a jam and preserves company. And she had a really good time with all of that, but she ultimately, it ended up being more than she really wanted to do. It was busy, and it took a toll on her body, and it was exhausting managing all of the markets and the accounts, and I get it. And so she went back to coaching in 2015, which is very cool. I guess she had a new outlook on life and coaching and all the jazz ever since. And so she appreciates all of that even more, which I love. And also it says, she does explain her Kris10 Tackles, Instagram handle, because she does baking, gardening, candle making, soap making, sometimes hiking and knitting, all the things, which is very, very cool. And like I said before, I really do love that. But she sounds like such an interesting and cool character, doesn't she? Like I said, she's only been with us since September, so I don't personally know a ton about her. She has yet to slide into my DMs and, start those conversations. But from what I learned just with what she sent through to the soap mod, that's so interesting. I don't know anybody that teaches, people how to skate. That's wild. I mean, I know people that teach people how to do things like, gymnastics and piano and those sorts of things. And that can be a very rewarding, but I don't know, maybe frustrating experience. I honestly don't know that I could be a teacher of something like that. Like, I know piano, like I can play piano. I was taught, and I know just music generally. And so I'm teaching the kiddos how to do piano right now and assisting with that for a number of different reasons. And it's a little bit frustrating for me to teach them the basics. I, taught soap and clay kidlet number 1, the basics, and we're, working with scales and doing all things. And then soap and clay kidlet number 2 comes and sits down and we're doing the exact same thing all over again. And I'm like, but I already taught you this, but I didn't teach her. I taught somebody else. And so doing the same thing over and over again, like getting to the basics, and I feel like that would be really frustrating for my brain, And then you think about that on a bigger scale, like teachers, your whole job for, 30 years. My grandmother was a teacher. She mostly taught second grade, but then she started teaching first toward the end of her career. But your whole job is teaching these very specific skill sets to a new group of children every single year. That, I don't know, is that cool, or is that just overly monotonous? I have no idea. You guys let me know how you feel about it, because I like continuing to expand and grow and do the things and be around for all of the parts of the learning experience if I can, but that's not super an option for teachers. I don't know. It takes a certain type of person with a lot of, strength, I think, to be just a teacher generally. So that's cool, is I guess what the point is with all of that, with Kristen being a figure skater teacher. My gosh, how many people? Oh gosh, I don't know, because she teaches kids. I imagine they cry a lot. Do they cry a lot? My kid falls down and she cries for 30 minutes. I don't know. It's a lot. I need the figure skating stories, I guess is the point that I'm trying to make. And like here, she comes out with some orange out of nowhere. She just magically produces some orange that she's going to mix into this equation. So looks like probably the orange, it was a mica that's been, diluted or blended with oil. And she's just going to add some of the soap batter to it to create some of the white that she, reserved with all of this to create her oranges. But she's doing this beautiful painting. It's like an amazing oil painting occurring right before our very eyes. And she's continuing to look over at her actual, her inspiration picture that she created also, which is equally cool. I like it when you use tech to your advantage to find your vision and do your things. It's a different way. I'm not a good drawer, you know what I mean? Like I'm not an artist, and so Canva works out really well for me because I can envision the thing that I'm going for by just creating something in Canva because I do not draw. That is not something that's not my skill. That's not my journey. Soap and Clay Kidlet number one's journey. It's Soap and Clay Kidlet number two's journey. It's my brother's journey. It's Mr. Webman's journey. It's Mrs. Webman's journey. It's not mine. But it's looks like her journey is all things artistry. Now let's go check out this cut. Okay, and onto the kind of a cut file. This is just a montage of everything. She did run out. We weren't able to finish the thing because she ran out of storage on her camera because it was an over 40-minute pour. And so I super get it, but this is the end result before it went in to get C-popped and gelled. I'm going to assume both occurred because there was no soda ash or anything. And this was her inspiration again, which again, she created. She did that thing. See? Isn't that beautiful? She did that. Took a picture, changed it with the colors. It has the colors right there. It's like absolutely gorgeous. And then her finished soaps that you can see all lined out the way that her inspiration photo was created on her iPad. 10 out of 10. Look at the shimmery. Oh, and also look at her nails. They are so fire. She has such amazing nails. Got little trees on them. Christmas season. I love this so much. Kristen, thank you so much for submitting and sharing part of your life with us. Sudzers, tell her congratulations, please. Is Kris10 Tackles soap and a Project Soapway challenge in an epic and amazing way. Well done, Kristen. I am so proud of you. This was a beautiful pour to watch. It was like Bob Ross and his happy little trees, but it's happy little sunrise. And you're just mixing it like it is oil, like it is an oil painting or whatever. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved that so much. Everybody go follow Kristen's social for her Instagram for Kris10 Tackles. You can see what kind of adventures she gets up to. If she ever decides to make videos on, YouTube or TikTok or any of the things, I'll let you know because I would like to see that. I love the idea of just like taking a hobby. I have this thing that I want to deep dive into and go down the rabbit hole on and then take people along for the journey. I love that. That's a cool idea. So if you were ever interested in doing a channel or whatever, I would be your first subscriber. So again, Sudzers, go do the thing. Sudzers, thank you for existing, for being you, for being my friend, for being here. I hope your 2024 is going awesome. I hope you were as blown away by Kris10 Tackles and her beautiful soap as I was. I don't think she's selling right now, but if she ever does, we'll obviously let you know on that as well. But in the meantime, support her in the Discord, support her in the comments, do all the things. You know the drill. Thank you all for doing the things. I appreciate you. I'm going to go. It's time for me to lay down. Actually, this kind of took a lot out of me. Got super excited and energetic, and now I'm drained. So I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of Mrs. Soap and Clay recovers from her sickness, but also Project Soapway Soapy Fun. Bye.